Welcome back to the Mindset Channel. Jonah Lomu was the first ever international rugby global superstar, and during that time, his name was bigger than the sport itself, similar to the other global superstars such as Michael Jordan in the 90s.
Teach. I teach. We'll see. Lesson just started. That's ugly.
Could have done.
You should have done.
Hey, Mike.
What?
Who's got next?
Get your young ass out there.
And Tiger Woods in the early 2000s with a mindset that was unbelievable and unbreakable.
I'm gonna be Jen Nichols.
Here are some of the quotes from the legend himself. 1. Each haka has its own interpretation, but you have to make sure you are in unison with your teammates. 2. I was diagnosed with the illness right before the 1995 World Cup.
Yeah, some good work by Basham. He gets his hands on the ball and quickly turns the attack. And Underwood beaten on the outside clearly. And Lomu to
3. The biggest thing for me is just to get out on that field. Just to do that will be incredible. 4. I always say to people that you have never seen the best of me, and that's what I mean. I've never been fully fit. 5. I was only operating at about 80% of my capacity. 6. When I was playing, I felt tired all the time. My recovery period was a lot longer than the other players. They'd be okay after an hour. I'd have to stay in bed till the next session. 7. I was this guy who'd been racing around down there on that field in 1999, running straight over people, scoring tries, winning games, having fun. And I ended up so sick I couldn't even run past a little baby. 8. Until 1998, I worked in marketing at ASB Bank. 9. Looking back, my whole life seems so surreal. I didn't just turn up on the doorstep playing rugby. I had to go through a whole lot of things to get there. 10. For me to get through the toughest periods in my life, I had to look within to find the energy to do it. I don't give up, never have, never will.
My name is Jonah Lomu, and this is my story. When I sat down with one of the top kidney specialists, and he turned and said to me, "You are facing life in a wheelchair," that was tough to accept. If anything, I didn't accept it. For a guy who used to run around the world playing rugby and then chained to a machine for 8 hours, 6 nights a week, I had to look deep down inside me, and I found the power within. In a space of 3 years, I've got out there, played rugby when I shouldn't have.
How do I take a step? How do I lift my foot off the ground, move it through the air a little bit, and then bring it down? I had to teach myself to walk again. 12. I'm just glad to be given the opportunity to do what I love most. 13. If we can dream something, if we can picture something, we can make it reality.
I come from humble beginnings. I didn't grow up with the sense that this is where I was destined to be. I grew up looking at that black jersey and knowing that where I was didn't matter, because I could become something greater. My first day at Wesley College, the deputy headmaster pulled me aside and said, "The first step before anyone else in the world believes it is that you have to believe it." He told me to trial for the first 15. I was the youngest player ever to make the team. It wasn't the last team, that I was the youngest ever.
Jonah Lomu, the youngest All Black ever, 19 years and 45 days old.
Bledisloe Cup, 1996.
Famous trophy at stake.
Don't ever turn your back on the All Black haka, son.
Now Jonah Lomu.
But even in the rain,
Magnificent by Lomu.
the wind,
But that try was really made by Jonah.
and the mud, when you've played the game of your life, it's the feeling of teamwork that you will remember.
And the All Blacks create a test record against Australia.
Later that year, it was my teammates who supported me. When I was diagnosed with nephrotic syndrome, the lowest point in my career, I wasn't just content with playing PlayStation. I wanted the real thing. I wanted to be an All Black again.
Most of the talk has been about this man, Jonah Lomu.
I did that
Now Lomu's in the clear.
and played in what is now known as the greatest game ever.
Tara's under the bar. Alatini, fantastic. Callagher won't stop him either.
3 tries in the first 5 minutes.
This is a try fest.
The Wallabies on the comeback.
Looking wide, Montmont's in. It's late there,
The winning try.
Here we go. Can he make it? You betcha. You betcha.
People said that I'll never get a chance to play for the Bledisloe again.
Jonah's in.
But the Bledisloe represents possibility.
What a game of rugby this has been.
Possibility. If we dream something,
Wilson. Oh,
if we picture
no
something,
stopping Jeff Wilson this time.
we can make it a reality.
Try for the Lomu man.
And from that point on, people better get out of the way.
And who better to give it to?
14. My first lot of weights that I had at home, I couldn't afford them. So what I did was weld an engine with a steel bar, and that was my squat rack. Then I used cement blocks as my bench press. Don't forget to like and subscribe. For more content, leave a comment below, and God bless you all.